Kim or Kimberly, and I'm Crafty Teacher DIYs. Welcome back. As you can see, I am comfortable today. It is Sunday of Labor Day weekend. I don't have school tomorrow. It is a pajamas all day kind of day, all weekend, including tomorrow. So, if about the only thing I did was put on a sports bra, so it wasn't like weird. But I am all about comfort this weekend. I have no plans other than to stitch and or sleep because it has been a week and I still have a lot that I need to do. But it's been a good week. So some just kind of give you an update. Again, for those who are coming back, welcome back. I appreciate you guys coming to watch. I'm just doing it for fun. So, I mean, if you get a kick out of it, you get a kick out of it. So, softball. My girls had their first game. My girls had their first game this week, and they lost. They lost bad. But I went into it and I was telling them, my goals for you are make contact with the ball. I don't care if you make an out, I don't care if it's foul, I don't care if you strike out. Make contact with the ball. And run the entire way down to first base. Those were my two things when they were at the bat, at the plate. When they were fielding, my only two things that I wanted them to concentrate on was to make good throws and keep the ball in front of them. Other than that, if they could do that, I would be proud of them. Because the team we played, you have to understand, I think I have 3 7th graders on my team, 0 8th graders on my team. The rest are 5th and 6th graders. This team that they played against were huge. I mean, huge. They were so big. And the team is notoriously good anyway. So I'm like, I go into it going, we're going to get killed when it comes to like running the bases and stuff. And I'm like, so long as they have fun, so long as they do, I was like, I don't care. So I told them, I'll try to bring bottled water. I'll try to bring some kind of treat for you, and during practices, they kept asking, can we pour water on you? And I was like, no. If you beat Rolling Acres, the team that they were playing against, I was like, definitely. You can definitely drench me in water then. But I did eventually get drenched in water. I don't know if I can pull some of the video for it, but they didn't. It was just 2 bottles of water and 1 Gatorade, but it was because they got out of an inning. They got 3 outs in an inning. I was so excited. Granted, one of the outs, the girl stepped out of the batter's box, but one of my players thought she beat her to the second base, and she's like, did I get her out? And I was like, totally, just you completely got her out. When in actuality, she was just out on a technicality for stepping way out of the batter's box. She went from the left batter's box to the right batter's box, or, right-handed batter's box to the left-handed batter's box. She went like all the way across the plate. So she was called out. The play at second would have been close. I don't know if she would have gotten her out anyway, but like I said, the girls did a really good job making sure that the ball was kept in front of them, and that's what I wanted. So when we talk about best new things, my girls did a good job, and I was super proud. I was super pleased. So when they got their first out, my pitcher managed to get a strikeout. And so I was like, you can dump a bottle of water on me, because she got her out. And I was like, all right. And then later on in the last inning, we actually got out of the inning, which was amazing. And they got 3 outs. Again, one was a kind of a technicality. So in all, during that first game, they got 4 outs. Nobody made it to base. Often got hits, so that was really good. One of the 5th graders fouled off the ball like 4 or 5 times. I was like, excellent, that's great. You know what I mean? You're making contact. And so I think on the team I was probably the biggest cheerleader, but I was just so pleased with them. And so they were like, you know, I go, all right, 3 outs equals 1 Gatorade. So they got a Gatorade and a bottle of water, but when you watch the video, it looks like one of the girls snuck in an extra bottle of water, but that's okay. I'll let them get by with it, because they were having fun, and that was my biggest goal. You know what I mean? I sat there and I asked them, you know, I go, you know, what's my biggest goal for you guys? And they're like, to have fun. And I'm like, did you have fun? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, good. That's what we need. You know, that's what, because I want them to play again. Our softball seasons in our district are super short. There's 8 games, unless you get into like the tournament type thing. But my practices, it was hot, obviously, last week. Not as hot this week. We were having a lot of girls that were leaving pretty much right after school on Friday, so I was like, all right, you guys just go home. You know, I'm not going to have practice. I've got the hiccups all of a sudden. So yeah, they did a good job. That was probably the best new thing. It was fun watching them, and my pitcher, whenever she'd get a strike, we were like, yeah, that's great, because I don't think she hadn't really played in a game, because last year they just had practices. They didn't have enough people to field a team with distance learning versus virtual learning, and it wasn't a good situation. So they never really had enough players to field a full team. So this is like the first time that they really played, those 6th graders, and it's been 2 years since the 7th graders that played softball have been playing softball. So it was a good time. So I've talked a lot about softball, but needless to say, a lot of my other work is just like piling up, because I got so much that I need to do for work. So tomorrow might not be like a stitching, lounge in bed, like pajamas all day. It might be pajamas all day, but working day. We'll have to see. But as you all know, this currently is kind of an episode of what I've been stitching on and what did I get in the mail, because I've slowed down purchases. Some of these things I had purchased a while ago, and they just came, so that's exciting. Some of these things were things that I needed, and then otherwise I've just been trying to keep up with everything. And like I said, I've been failing miserably when it comes to work. But I was drenched, by the way, guys. The whole front of my shirt was gross. Oh, but I came home, showered immediately. Like, do not pass go, straight into the shower. But yeah, that's kind of what it was. I worked on 3 projects this week. One is a new start, but let's do our oldest whip, if you will. This is my temperature mandala by Apricot Polkadot. Again, I only show you guys this at the beginning of each month, and it is the beginning of the month. So if you take a look, this is up to yesterday, September 4th. This 5 stitches right here. So that is up till yesterday. You can tell it got seriously hot right up in here. And then it started to cool back down. So it's been a pretty warm summer so far. I don't have a lot of it started to cool down obviously over here. So I'm liking it. It's super fun. It's super quick. That's what's even more nice about it. But when they get these like really long stretches at the same exact temperature. That's super fun because I'm just like bing, 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 bing. And each one is a maximum of like 15 stitches. So even then, I think the most I stitched, yeah, 2 ones right there. I think that was the biggest sections. Am I counting right? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, those are 15. So, but like all of these are the same color, and then it goes to the same color here, and then you see that it goes to the same color over here. So, Apricot Polkadot off of Etsy. I just did the called for colors. Each one kind of has about a 5-degree temperature range, and it's just the called for DMC and 14 count Ada. I made it easy on myself. 2/1. So it's kind of neat seeing how the pattern will like change. Like how this it slowly went up and changed colors in this row, and then into this row it changed to its colors. And it's doing that kind of everywhere, except for like right over here. For whatever reason, this is all like the same temperature. It was hot. No, I guess not. This is a lighter color. You can't really see it in the camera. I still need to work on my lighting. I'll get it, guys. I'll get it. But super fun. Apricot Polka Dot, 14 count Ada. Charles Craft, called for DMC. Charts off Etsy. 5 color. But then the big one that I kind of worked on most of the week. Some days I only got like 200 stitches in, which was like maybe 4 of these pieces. But look, I am completely caught up with the Cryptid Cell. Completely caught up. All done. All done on this beautiful lavender, even though it's still showing up paler in that picture. But, and that's about as close as I can get for you guys to see the whole thing. But let's see. There's Mothman. I'll insert some pictures. But I had gotten all the way down. You guys saw I kind of started up in here a little bit, and I went this way. And I had gotten down to here. I had gotten up into here, and then I was like, and I was done. I was tired at this point. One of these days when I had done like 200 stitches in like this section, and I moved my small stinking Q-snap, which I'm super glad with this that I just got in the mail. But I was like, is it going to line up? The biggest question of the day, right? Is it going to line up? So it did. The border lined up perfectly. I was super happy. I got him stitched, although what's super funny is I thought I was done with him yesterday. And then I go back in and I forget, oh yeah, there's back stitch on that. I should probably do that before I call it a true FFN. But I am finished for now. I am ready for next week. I can put this away. I can pull out. There is no Planet B. And I can stitch on that. I wanted to try something different, which is why I have a new start. I was going to try to do it for Mislaid Pages, Season of Smalls, as well as kind of drills and chills for diamond painting. Tiny, I can't think of who's running it this year. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head, but drills and chills, they said, hey, you can do, a Halloween piece. And I was like, and you can do cross stitch or whatever craft you want. So I was like, okay, super exciting. I'll do that because I've got Halloween pieces, although I really want to do Bubble Bubble Chocolate Trouble by Diamond Art Club and Randall Spangler. But right now I don't have any open kits, as you can see. Yeah, I was right. I still have like 4, and I really need to get working on that massive one. I will probably do another video here tonight that I'll upload for a little bit later, just showing you the diamond paintings that I've done and any whips that I have. And right now the only 4 diamond painting whips that I have are right there. So you can see each tree has a soul. Behind that one is one I haven't started, actually, even though it's kitted. Spring Wagon, I think. Behind that is Camilla Lady. I loved that painting. I just thought it was really pretty. And the back one is like Christmas Morning. And anyway, I got a lot of work to do. I should probably pull those out. But the next thing I started on, because I was like, hey, I really want to try this, was the Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Autumn Series. And this is Moonlit Treaters. So it's the Mill Hill kit. Sorry. I have like a really small ring light that doesn't always help. So, but yeah. So there it is. It's super cute. I thought it was fun, and it would give me a chance to like try beading before I got to the monster that is my Winter White Santa or Christmas Ornaments or any Snow Days, any of those memorabilias that I've got. So this is where I got to, and so it's the first time I've stitched on this like perforated paper. I guess that's what that's called. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's okay. I'm not hating it, but I'm also like, it's not really pulling me into it. So like I have a hard time with switching the number of threads. Like they recommend 3 of these threads, whereas you're like 2 of these threads, and so I'm just struggling a little bit with that. But it's a 73 by 73, which is a little bit bigger than a small, and it's obviously going to be full coverage because, and then I got all the beads that I got to put on. But if I pull this out occasionally, work on it just a little bit at a time, I can get it done. Because like I said, it's cute and it'll give me a chance to work on beading. But they have pretty good directions in the back, so I was pretty excited about that. I have it here in one of the bags that I made. There's my working copy of my chart in there, so I can keep the other chart looking nice. But this is from diamond painting, so I was like, I can use the little containers for my beads from diamond painting. Crossover crafts. So I was like, all right, deal. As Miss Crochet and Coffee would say, bet. Or the kids in my school would say, bet. I mean, that's just what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they do. So that was what I had worked on. Again, I didn't get a ton done because there were times when I would come home and I would just like crash out. Because it was that kind of day or that kind of week. And then, yeah. But it was fun. It was a good week. Didn't get the work done that I really wanted to get done, but that's okay. So one of the first things that came in the mail was something that I had bought from 123 Stitch a little while ago, actually. I hadn't received it, and I had kind of forgotten about it. Actually, I thought I had received it already, although I'd forgotten that I ordered this fabric entirely. But I got it really for this fabric. But I ended up buying this one, which is a Picture This Plus 32 count Belfast linen. I found I prefer linens and even weaves. I don't know. I started on a linen. You know, I mentioned that before, but I started on linen. My There Is No Planet B is a 32 count Belfast linen from Picture This Plus. And so when I started on that and then I switched to Ada, I was like, I think maybe that's what it is with the little Mill Hills, is that I don't know that I'm an Ada fan. But this, oh yeah, see, there you go. This is like a bright stinking purple. And it is super cute. It's called Whimsy. It's a little bit dark. There you go. That's closer. That's pretty good. This is a cute fabric. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. But I saw it and I was like, I like that purple. I must have that purple. So I bought that purple. Not that I really need to we discussed that before. But what I really wanted was this. And it took a while before it came back in. Murky by Picture This Plus. And I already have a project that I want to do on this, but I don't know that I have the floss. I might have the floss. But I haven't really started to look at it to kit it up. But Murky by Picture This Plus. That is what I was looking for. That is what I was waiting for, because truly, 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 the pattern that I have been wanting to do, wanting to do, is Happy Halloween by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I saw that and I was like, please, I must. He is too cute. And the fabric, but that whole center is all full coverage. So I'm terrified, but I was like, I can't. It's just too cute. So, so yeah, it must be done. It must be done. So, I got the Murky in finally. They did it on 28 count from Picture This Plus, but I'm finding that, like I said, I'm about 32. I haven't done too much on 36 or higher. I haven't done anything on 36 or higher. And let's just be honest. Haven't done anything on anything higher than a 32 count yet. Got a few pieces, but that's what I got right now. And the fabric of the month from Bestitch Me is a 28 or 32 count. So I'm not going to get it from there. The other thing that I got, sorry about the crinkling, came from So Much to Love. I have seen Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching talk about their Bag of the Month club. Sorry guys. I legit had not opened this yet. So it was like, it's fresh out of the bag. So I had seen them talking about their Fabric of the Month club Project Bag of the Month club from So Much to Love. I hadn't gotten a chance to like investigate on how much it costs or if I want to be a part of it, but I had gone because the bags looked cute and I saw this one and I was like, I got stuff. I liked the sunflowers and the bees. So I got the sunflowers and the bees from So Much to Love. I love this fabric. I thought it was super cute. So what comes in this? I don't know. I don't know. I will tell you in one moment. Looks like we got some blueberry superfruit tea. I gotta try some of this tea that everybody keeps sending. So it's just a note about the sharing it on Instagram and stuff. But this is, like I said, in my receipt. So super cute. Let's see what the inside looks like. Because, like I said, I haven't even peeked. Ooh. Yeah, they just did went with like a yellow gingham in there. Super cute. Super cute. I know exactly what project needs to go in here, but I don't have it yet because it was an expo release. I got the one about the sunflower one. I can't think of who it's by. When it comes, I will definitely, well, you guys will know, you'll see it, but I'm super excited. It's a cute little project bag. I think I put Snow Days in the project bag I got from the Bestitch Me box, the flamingos. So then the other thing that I had joined was, ooh, I've already peeked. No, I haven't seen it yet. I just cut it open. So I joined the, ooh, that's a good candy too. I like that one. I joined Mystic Fabrics, Fabric of the Month, and I got it on the higher count, linen or even weave. And so this is what it came, oh wow. I don't know if it's going to do it justice. It's titled Glow. Oh my goodness. It is, I mean, it's an opalescent, which is really cool. But it is, sorry, my pink behind me. Oh man, it is super pretty. That yellow, it's not coming up. That's a pretty yellow. This would probably be really good for like a sunshine type of color on the background. Oh, it's super cute. I'm super pleased. That's a lot of fabric though. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that fabric. Well, it's 18 by 27. I don't know. That's not too bad. It's yellow. I mean, you know what? It is glow in the dark yellow. That is what it is. It is a glow in the dark yellow. So when she titled it glow, when Mindy titled it glow, it is glow. It is glow. It would glow in the dark. It's amazing. I love it. Hadn't looked at it yet until I opened it up. So I'm going to have to find something really good to go on that. Maybe not the sunflower one that I was thinking that I purchased. But anyway, that's super cute. These are kind of boring things that I bought from 123 Stitch. But I'll show them to you anyway because they just like came. I did get the Christmas Ornaments magazine because yeah, why not? I got 2 Q snaps, 11. I'm 11 by 11 girl, so that's my comfort zone. It makes me happy, and I can like leave my projects like right in there and not have an issue. And then I ended up getting the new. I have an old one from the neighbor that gave me the old scroll rods that sew onto them. I like the Q snaps because they travel. I'm not traveling with the roll of frames. That's just not gonna happen. Not traveling with those roll of frames. But these Q snaps, I'll travel with those. Those are nice. I can fit a project in my backpack and go on a plane and no problem. But I really wanted the I have an old one of these, is what I was trying to say. Because the neighbor gave me an older copy of this with the flosses, but it was an older copy. So it didn't have all of the bells and whistles in it. So I went and I was like, all right, I've seen people purchase these, but these are the ones with the little floss samples on them with all of the colors. So anyone? I just kept opening it. It just kept going. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I mean, it'll give me a chance to. I'm still not super familiar with a lot of the colors and how they vary and all that fun stuff. So I'm still working on it. I got this adhesive eraser for a reason from Xyron. I don't remember what it was, but I got it for something. Probably because I was stupid and I put the sticker for my, oh, by the way, Zweigart Lavender 32 count Lugana. I think 32 count. I had put it here on the project bag that I made, so it might be me trying to get that off there. That might be what it was for. I don't know. It's another toy. This one I know that I got because I A, had seen Pam and Steph, but B, I needed that thing because there are times when I frog, and then this, for whatever reason, the DMC, the 310 on this, has been leaving fuzz everywhere. It has been driving me up a wall. So I was like, I need something. So, and they talked about this, the Seam Fix, where it gives you the little thread eraser on the end here. I was like, getting me one of those. So I got me one of those. And then that's just my receipt. And that's everything in this box. I didn't get a pattern. I always get patterns. Well, usually I get patterns. But yeah, that's what I got. Kind of exciting, kind of not. Like I said, the 123 Stitch stuff was kind of boring, except for the murky fabric. Misty. Oh man, this glow fabric, that's pretty cool. So, one other thing before I let you all go. I binged Chris Cross Stitch. Like, I have watched all 16 of his Flosstube videos in the past 2 days. Super funny guy. I absolutely love what he's doing with Ted's Change Jar. I loved the idea. There was an episode where he talked about how you really don't know the impact, and he had a Miss Mills. I can't remember her name. And how she had a profound impact on him, and how you don't realize. And the only thing that I reminded me of was when I thought about my college student now, my prior student who had really struggled with math, and how you really do form a relationship, or you make an impact even when you don't necessarily feel that you do. Again, that was one of my biggest struggles when right before I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, was that I didn't see a purpose. I didn't feel that I had any value. I didn't feel that there was any point to my existence. So it was really good watching that episode again and kind of getting that, heads up, saying, yeah, there is a point, there is a reason, and it's not just from me. So I think it was his Flosstube number 11 or 12. I can't remember exactly which number it was, but I need to go back and definitely thank him for that. But I love his Ted Change Jar. I really want to do his Daffodil Stitch when he does it in memory of the individual that he was referencing, because it's for a good cause. The other thing that I wanted to do, but I have not done yet, is I do want to do 100 hours of stitching that, Michelle Garrett from Bendy Stitchy, Two Martini Stitcher, and Rachel Ray, all the Flosstubers that are doing it right now. But I'm not going to ask you guys to, or anyone that's watching, to necessarily donate. I mean, for me, you go and you donate to one of them, because what I'm going to try to do, I think, is make it something for my students to think about too, because at least my 8th graders, we are studying kind of that time period in United States history, and then the I don't like to call it the Indian Removal Act, but it was the Indian Removal Act of 1830, and right now we know that there's a bigger issue at play when we're talking about Indigenous women and their causes. So I would love to do 100 hours of stitching. If I did one, maybe my rainbow sampler, because that is the one thing that I really don't think that I've put in a lot of time, and I could probably put in a lot more time for that on it. But I know I'm already behind. But I think I might put it on my school's Facebook page and see if I can get people to donate that way, even if it's just a penny from my kids that way, or my school, because I am their social studies teacher. I think it might fit. So I don't know, it's still kind of up in the air. Definitely check me out on Instagram, watch me there to see if I do in fact decide to start doing that. That'll probably be where I mention it. But again, you guys I'm mostly here just to share my progress. So I'm thinking it's pretty good right now. If you all do follow me on Instagram, could you please, because I'm going to assume that you all have been stitching a lot longer than I have, could you please zoom in on my pictures and see if you can tell me some more strategies and things that I could do to improve my stitching? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I look up close on this, I have good eyes. I have 20/20 vision. Not to brag and knock on wood that nothing happens. But when I look at this up close under my daylight magnifying glass, like I said, I use that because I can stitch for a long time on it and my eyes don't go crazy. when I look at this, I'm like, man, I don't think I did that very good. I mean, and I know that it's not centered on the fabric, but oh well, I've got some that I can use on something else. I guess that's the whole point for that. I don't know. A really small, thin bookmark. I don't know. I'm just teasing, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, definitely do me a favor, because I did post this without the backstitch, but it is truly an FFN now. Finished for now, by the way. But I'm assuming everybody who watches these knows exactly what an FFN is. The zoom in on him and on our Mothman and tell me what you think. Although I don't know, for whatever reason, I think I need to try a black work, because when I do back stitching, like my back stitching looks really good, but for whatever reason, like my actual stitching, I just have doubts. I mean, take a look. I mean, remember this? I still have to fix this. But look, like my back stitching looks pretty good. I mean, I don't skip any of them, and maybe that's why, because I really like and it feels like it puffs out the stitches that are in the center when you back stitch around it. I don't know. Talking about nothing now. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's been 36 minutes. Trying not to keep these super long, but definitely if you have not checked out Chris Cross Stitch, he's amazing. Love him to bits. Worried about Pam from Stitching in the Land of Good Enough, because I didn't see her episode, or if she uploaded this week. But I think she maybe said she was going to skip a week because I think she had some things going on. But I'm trying to think of who all I watch religiously. And those kind of jump out. Mislaid Pages, Jessie, she just uploaded hers yesterday. Sunshine Stitchers, they're kind of fun. I kind of miss having EJ with the crew though, because I think it's more fun when they're all together. Watching her and Gary interact are hilarious. But yes, Chris Cross Stitch, definitely give him a watch, because everything that he says is good. And I love that he's trying to pull in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and I love his little segments about like old toys and things, because that reminds me of my grandfather and my grandmother on my dad's side. They worked at Hasbro for years. Our Christmases were amazing. So I'll tell you about those two, or at least my grandfather, at another time, because he had a pretty big role in one of the big toys from Hasbro. And but yeah, definitely want to tell you guys about him. It was pretty cool. And so I love his toy segment, and I like all of his I like his change jar. Ted's change jar was a really good story too. So I need to go make some comments for it, get some additional funds or pennies into Ted's change jar. But with that said, remember, as usual, I hope you guys stay wealthy or healthy. And I hope you get wealthy. If you do, could you share some? Yeah, because I'm a teacher. We don't make... Hope you're healthy. I hope you stay well. I hope you are making sure that you are safe if you are in public. And I hope that you are going to the doctor if you need to go to the doctor. I hope that everything that you need to have diagnosed is getting diagnosed. And always keep in mind, you do have an impact, even if you think it's small. There's a ripple effect, right? And be a duck on a pond. Smooth on the surface, toiling underneath. All right, everyone. See you next week. Bye.